Call to the member for Reid.
My question is to the Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations. How will the Secure Jobs, Better Pay Bill get wages moving for low-paid workers and help close the gender pay gap?
Call to the Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations and the Minister for the Arts.
Thanks so much, and I thank the member for Reid for her question and for her strong commitment on getting wages moving, and in particular on closing the gender pay gap. We had a comment from only today from Senator Cash, where she said this legislation will do nothing to get wages moving. That's the claim: nothing to get wages moving. If I just go through some of the evidence that's there and some of the changes that are in this bill, ending pay secrecy clauses gets wages moving. Pay secrecy clauses have been used deliberately to prevent workers from finding out what other workers are earning. It has been used deliberately within workplaces where the men are earning more than the women. You end pay secrecy clauses, you have an impact on getting wages moving. Strengthening the rights to flexible work. In terms of getting wages moving, particularly when it comes to closing the gender pay gap, it should not be this way, but it is a reality in Australia still that women have a disproportionate share of caring responsibilities in this country, and that is what happens far more commonly. When you have a situation that you have at the moment, where when someone asks for flexible work, for example, that they can't do a roster change, which if they went ahead with would mean there was no one to pick up a 3-year-old from childcare or early childhood education at a particular time, and they say, I can't deal with it. At the moment, if the employer says no, they have no further right of recourse. And this leads women in that situation to insecure work and lower paid work. That's what happens. You make sure that people have stronger rights to flexible work, you help get wages moving. But multi-employer bargaining also helps get wages moving. And notwithstanding the comments from the member for Longman about this being the sort of bill that would be promoted by socialist and communist governments, I might remind him of that great socialist and communist who now heads the OECD, where the OECD has said multi-employer arrangements are necessary to negotiate targeted raises in female-dominated and low-paid sectors. The OECD has also said collective bargaining can be mobilised to negotiate wage increases and better working conditions and can represent a powerful tool in addressing the gender wage gap. Now, I don't know if he's now going to go home and check for a Matthias under the bed or something like that, the great communist who used to be the finance minister for this country. But the reality is what those opposite are opposing is they are opposing measures that close the gender pay gap.
The Deputy Leader of the Opposition.
They are opposing measures that get wages moving. And the businesses that those opposite keep wanting to deny, like early childhood education centres, small businesses, there's more than one. There's more than one. Saying, oh, can you name an early childhood centre? The way they behaved on the Cheaper Childcare Bill,